Armando Baker here.
It's Luke May.
This is Tyler Hansbrough.
University of North Carolina.
Here's North Carolina.
I just want to shout out my boy JBear_YT.
JBear_YT.
It's Carolina family, baby.
Go Heels.
Go Heels.
What's up, boys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're doing yet another UNC recruit review. We're on the basketball side yet again today, and we're talking about a 2021 commit for the Tar Heels. Transfer out of Virginia, Justin McCoy. He's from Cary, North Carolina, went to Panther Creek High School. He's a small forward. He originally signed with Virginia back in the 2019 class, but now he is here in Chapel Hill after transferring. He was not a highly touted player by any means, but it's kind of a unique case we'll get with him later on, because as you can see here, he did have a North Carolina offer originally, but we will see how that ended up. We'll move on and we'll go back to that. But anyways, Justin McCoy, Panther Creek, Cary, North Carolina, 6'8", 225 according to 24/7 Sports. Number 229th best player in the class of 2019, with an 8.848 grade, 3-star recruit. Number 52 overall small forward, number 10 overall player in the state of North Carolina. And over here on Rivals.com, 3-star recruit, and number 48 small forward in the nation. But like I was saying earlier, some of the other schools that he could have went to include like pretty big time schools. You know, North Carolina obviously is huge. Penn State, Kansas State, all kinds of good programs that he could have went to. North Carolina obviously being the biggest of those, but he chose Virginia, which is also a pretty big time program. Obviously won a national championship, I believe the year after he joined them, so I don't think he's a national champion, or is he? Maybe he is. He actually might be a national champion. But anyways, actually at first he was committed to Penn State, then he decommitted, then committed to Virginia. Now he's transferring out and going to the Tar Heels. So pretty much the big three schools that he had offers from, he was kind of a part of them for at least a certain amount of time. Now, Justin McCoy is more than likely going to be a 2-year player here at the University of North Carolina, because right now he is a junior, so he'll have two this year and the year after to be a player. Now, Justin McCoy was the reason that teams like the scouting departments didn't have him that highly rated, but yet he had offers from Virginia and North Carolina, is because he was seen as a piece more so than a star. You know what I'm saying? Like, Justin McCoy could be, I think Carolina and Virginia both saw him as the guy who can come in and play good defense and hit some open shots when you need him to. But he's not going to be that flashy guy. He's not very flashy, but he gets the job done, and that's why Carolina brought him in. Now, a lot of Carolina fans weren't exactly what I want to call pleased when he first announced the transfer to Carolina, because it was Hubert Davis's first get of any kind as a recruiter for the University of North Carolina. Well, as a head coach, I mean, you know what I'm saying. But now, according to what I've been hearing from like THI, Tar Heel Illustrated, obviously, and like Carolina Insider, I'm hearing that there's a possibility that Justin McCoy could be the starting small forward for this team. And like, I'm not making that up. I can't like point to a video and see that's where I heard it, but I've heard that a couple times. Like, he's been outperforming what people expected. I would still probably expect Leaky, since he's the senior and he's been around the program for so long, and he's really not a bad player. Leaky Black that can't really score the ball very well, but the team doesn't need him to score the ball very well. He's got the defense and he can play and make a good bit. So I still kind of expect Leaky to be that starter this year at the small forward position, but I have heard Justin McCoy in the starting small forward rumors. I don't exactly expect that to happen, but I've heard it a good bit of times. But anyways, let's get into the highlights. There's not many things to watch with Justin McCoy because he didn't play very much of Virginia. But we have this UNC Tar Heel Athletics video, the intro of Justin McCoy, that we're going to go ahead and watch instead. Let me make sure this volume should be good here. Alright, so let's get right into this video here. That is far too loud. Excuse me. You get that there.
Too easy.
All right, so let's go ahead and watch this right here. Banking that three-pointer there.
I'm Justin McCoy. I'm a forward from Raleigh, North Carolina. Being a Tar Heel has been great. It's been a lot of fun, a lot of new adventures. I would say since I got here May.
Let me say, this dude looks like Justin Jackson. Just his body type and his, like, you know, facial features. This dude looks like Justin Jackson. He doesn't have the same hair, but if he did, this guy looks like very similar to Justin Jackson. That's not a comparison. That's not the comparison for this video. But I'll give my comparison later on, probably after this video. But he looked like Justin Jackson.
17th, I think. And from there on, I've had a continuous feeling of like, this is where I need to be. This is where I want to be. And it's a good feeling. You can't really describe it, but you're more comfortable, you're happier, fill in the blank, all those positive things. I always knew I was going to be under the radar kind of guy. Just, I didn't have all the, like fame or clout early. And I was, I played alongside the guys that did, but, I always knew I was going to be under the radar, but I always felt like I could. But I think it really, really hit me when I was a sophomore in high school and I was playing at a really, really high level. I think I've always been super competitive and I've always known it. I've owed anything. It doesn't matter what it is. It could have been the spelling bee in 3rd grade. I remember losing that and I was mad. I remember like rock, paper, scissors Olympics in the gym class one day. Like, yeah, I wanted to be in the gold bracket. I didn't want to lose. So, anything like that. And then going into basketball, every game, doesn't matter if it's pickup, rec league, high school, AAU, it didn't matter. I wanted to win everything. I think our coaching staff does a good job of not only representing every single aspect of every coach that has coached at Carolina, from Dean Smith, Will Williams, Guthridge, everybody. But I think also it's going to be a nice change. So it's going to be a comfortable familiarity, but it's also going to be a nice change. And I think it's going to give us different looks, which will help us on scouting. I think we're going to create a system that's going to be dangerous to play against, and that's going to make us lethal. I'm confident in myself. Had to pick that up, over the years. But I would say they're going to get a great defender, a hard worker, and someone that can put the ball in the basket. That's something I haven't been able to display the last 2 years, but I know it's something that I can do, something I've always been able to do. It was really defense that was the biggest thing I couldn't really do coming out of high school, I feel like. And so my last 2 years I've spent honing in on defense, trying to master it, and I think I have a complete package and I'm ready to show it.
Okay, so there's that video right there. Now I've been thinking about this comparison right here, and this is tough. This is a really tough one because he's a versatile kind of forward hybrid type player who's really grown as far as a defensive player, which is just what happens when you play in a Tony Bennett system. So I'm thinking of somebody who's a versatile forward, who's a good defender, can score a little bit, although he's not a great scorer. And man, this is tough. Honestly, I feel like Leaky Black is not a terrible comparison to make here. I feel like they are fairly similar players. I feel like Leaky is a little bit more of a playmaker than Justin McCoy is. Justin, who knows, maybe is a slightly better scorer, but that's not a terrible comparison. Also, maybe Theo Pinson, but Theo Pinson is a guy who's played in the NBA. I don't think he's as good as Theo Pinson. I'm not saying that. I'm just going straight off of play style, and I think those two guys would probably be who I'd have to go with as far as former Tar Heels go. That's definitely not my most confident comparison there, but yeah, guys, that's Justin McCoy there. So he's the newest Tar Heel, or one of the newest Tar Heels, I should say. But he's going to be a 2-year player at UNC, more than likely. But let me know what you guys think about Justin in the comments down below. Should he be the starter? I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe not this year, but we'll see. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Please like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, do all that YouTube stuff. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.